The next game is Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, which kind of looks like a Pixar game-ish. A lot of people comparing it to Zelda. I think it looks more like a Pixar game than Zelda. It's supposed to come in Q1 because it was supposed to be a launch game for the PS5, but it did get slightly delayed. Has anybody seen it? Excited for it?
Seen the trailer. Don't know if I'm gonna bother playing it though.
Yeah. It's one of the ones where it depends on how good it is. I think I would wait for it to be reviewed, and if it's getting highly reviewed, I would definitely give it a go. It looks cool. It's made by Ember Labs. I believe they made like animated shorts for like movies and stuff, and you can tell by the animation it looks like a Pixar film playing as a game. It looks really cool. But yeah, I think it just depends on how it reviews of whether or not I pick it up. Brad M, I take it you're not Destiny. Yeah, cool.
No thoughts.
Next one, yeah. Next one is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Never heard of it. Should we move on? Got nothing to say about it?
Definitely going to be getting this, even though I've completed them all multiple times. I will go in again and buy this. So yes, looking forward to this.
Brad is the demographic they want. If everyone was like Brad, they would be even more richer.
Yeah, I had them all on 360, bought them all again for PS3, and now I will be buying them for the PS5.
Third time, wow. Bought more times than GTA.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I will get it.
I bought, as you can see, I'm going to show you something, as the people watching at home can see this, if I can get it off of the shelf. I bought, I've actually bought Mass Effect 1 3 times, because I got the normal, but then I went for the special edition big stick.
I remember when they used to have big cases like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah,
I've
bought it a lot. Yeah, I am a fan.
Well, as the expert on this game, I believe it's a remaster. It's not a remake. Is there anything that needs to be modernized with it? Is there like things that are not aged well, do you reckon?
Yeah, just number one in general.
Yeah, number one. Yeah, the inventory and number one, and the inventory management is probably the biggest thing.
That was a right pain in the arse. That was
the combat on number one. I know a lot of people had issues with, but I thought it was alright. Inventory was the big. You kind of get overwhelmed with all the stuff you've got, and and they streamlined it a lot in number 2. So number 2
a lot
better. So
okay,
like
cool.
In number 1, you could get multiple guns and multiple armor, and then you get armor would look exactly the same, no different, but it would be slightly better. So then you had to put that on, and then you would kill an enemy, go to the next enemy, get better armor there, and then it was just constantly you was in your inventory, changing things, deleting stuff.
And there's a lot of driving around in the, I can't remember what it's called, the MEV, I think it was. Like the car. There's a lot of driving around.
Yeah, that was boring.
Sure.
But, still great game, though. Still...
Story on that was the best.
Brilliant, yeah. Can't wait.
Cool. Okay. I can't wait. Obviously, as a person that's never played it, it's one of the franchises that I've always wanted to play. And many people will say it's like I think it's 2. It's like their favorite game of all time.
2 is up there, one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, like so many people have said it. So it's like I really want to play it because I've never played it. Always associated with Xbox. So yeah, I can't wait to play it. I'm quite impressed that they're actually going to put all 3 on one disc.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, aren't they sure they're really big RPGs? For them to all fit on one disc is quite impressive, especially if it's going to run on the PS4. I can see it not running well on previous gen or current gen, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be one of them situations again, I reckon. But I will definitely play this game 100% because I'm looking forward to playing it. Brendan, are you the same?
Exactly the same boat. I've never played it, always wanted to. Now I've got a great reason to. Yeah, exactly the same. Yeah. I really like sci-fi stuff as well. So that's why I was looking forward to Cyberpunk. It's more like my thing than fantasy. I don't mind like high fantasy stuff, but if I was going to choose like an RPG, it's either like a Star Wars or something like that. Do you know what I mean? More sci-fi, spacey, Destiny type thing. So it's more my thing. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it.
Yeah. One thing I will suggest though is when you're making your character, either really spend a lot of time making them or just use one of the presets because they always look like a Frankenstein. And you see him so many times in clips and you're like, wow, what happened? He looked all right and now he's got a square head.
See,
it's every single time that happens.
Just have a prefit. Like I literally the guy like Shepherd, like the male Shepherd, the model for him. That's who I played as. I was like, I don't care about picking. That's it. That'll do it. that guy.
Yeah. See, I like customize my character, but he always come out really weird, looking really weird. And it's the cool feature is you can have him from the first game all the way to the last game, and they just kept the same model. But yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably just I just won't make a character.
Preset,
just preset, just go straight in. Because I didn't spend that much time with my V on Cyberpunk, and I just don't like how he looks. He just looks like a bit of a knob, to be fair. I just no. I know, like when you're now like stuck with this character and you can't change it at all in Cyberpunk. It's like, this is now my character for the next 100+ hours. I'm just like,
Yeah, just think like you've got a game where you can literally replace parts of your body, but you can't change your appearance or haircut in the game. That does seem,
you can't change your hair.
That does seem weird. Yeah,
it is odd. Yeah,
cut out.
Yeah, just cut that out.
Even customizing cars and things, we won't go into Cyberpunk one day. We'll talk about it, but just some things that are not in the game. It's like, did you just cut this out? Surely that was surely in the game.
Yeah, owning your own, buying multiple houses, cut. That was cut.
And they cut a lot of the cutscenes out as well, so they didn't have to worry about the what your character actually looks like, because there was meant to be cutscenes where you saw your character and it was.
Oh, really?
Okay. Apparently that was one of the easier things to cut because it doesn't actually impede on story. It's just for your benefit.
I know we're not talking about Cyberpunk, but I watched some guy's review and he done a mission. He finished it, and halfway through the game, he done a mission, and there was this NPC, and it just got stuck. This NPC followed him through the rest of the game. He was just always there. He named him like Frambo or something, and like even when he thought, oh, he's gone now. He's gone and done it, and then he'd go just get in his car. He was for the rest of the game.
He followed him around. They're so funny.
Followed him around for the entire game. The rest of the game, he was just always there. This guy.
Was he useful though? Was he shooting enemies?
No, he just stood there. Just stood there. T-pose. No, he just stood there, like in the middle of these where he wasn't supposed to be. But he just followed him, like get in his car, just wherever he went.
That's quite creepy, isn't it?
That's a great bug.
Yeah, it's just
stalker bug. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally.
I thought it was
stalker.
Yeah. No, there's some things that are just cut out, which is really odd. Another one, which I don't know if you know, Brad, was you can't preview clothes before you put them on. So you have to spend, I don't know, $2,000, $4,000 of their money, and you can't even preview the clothes before you put it on. It's just like
there's no mirrors. There's only like certain mirrors, and every time I went to look in the mirror, like in your apartment, I was naked, and I was like a Ken doll. So I was. It's just I don't know what was going on, but yeah.
I'm sure it will be added with DLC or some expansion or whatever.
Yeah, we'll go. As I say, we'll do a Cyberpunk episode. But
do you reckon the PS5 version will uncut a lot of the stuff? Do you think it will be a different version, or will it be the same version? But
that's what I'm hoping for, because I haven't bothered playing it. I'll put it in, like I said, I'll play it for an hour and I've just left it. I'm like, I'll just wait for that to get better. I'm sure it will, maybe.
Yeah. To be fair, I've got it and I can play it now. But I'm just waiting. I'm going to wait now for the update because I've got other stuff to play, and when I have been playing it, I've just not enjoying it. So I'm just going to wait to see what happens.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I have. Well, I played most of it. I didn't realize I did because it's a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. I'm literally on the last story mission, but I've got
concern as well.
I've got loads of side jobs. I've got loads of gigs. I've got all them things to do. So I was going to go back and do all those, but I am now going to wait for the PS5 version. I don't think, to answer your question, Brad, that it's going to add all those issues like with the previewing and things like that. I think the PS5 version will just be 4K 60, ray tracing. It'll just look gorgeous. It'll just be visuals and performance things rather than adding anything. I think it'll be DLC. I think like what you said before with like the Witcher. Didn't The Witcher add things like in like their DLC, like different customizing things that were missing?
Yeah, I think they
so.
They added some stuff.
So I think it'll be with DLC rather than the upgrade. Personally.
Yeah, they'll put a DLC, but really it's just stuff they cut out of the game. It's just mirrors.
This is what you should have had.
Yeah,
mirrors DLC. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, enough about Cyberpunk. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which is obviously a Insomniac game. It's a new Ratchet game. It's the first Ratchet game since 2013. They haven't made a new Ratchet game since then, like a new story anyway. Is anybody else excited for this? I'm very excited.
I told you I don't get excited about anything.
Okay, well, Are you going to be playing this game? Yeah. What's your thoughts on this game?
I will probably play it. I haven't played any of the others, but I'll give it a go. Most likely, yeah. It's going to be this is a PS5 exclusive. Isn't it?
Yeah. It's using an SSD because you're jumping through rifts.
Yeah.
I think we called it a few months ago. We called it like Dimensions or something like that, but it's not called that. It's called Rift Apart. We got the name completely wrong, but it looks really cool. I like Ratchet & Clank. I think it's a really fun gameplay. It's just silly. Switch it off. Don't even really need to think about it. It's just a fun game to play, I think. And I think with the triggers of the DualSense, I think they will definitely use it with all the different types of weapons and with the portals. It's can't wait to play it. Give it a go. Ash or Brad M? I'd take Brad M's not bothered. Ash.
I like the look of it. It's one of those games, surprising one when I watched when they previewed it, and it did look fun. Looked like it harked back to the old days when you had games. I remember playing number 1, and I got really close to completing it, and I couldn't beat the last boss, and then I broke the disc, not on purpose, by accident. I think I spilt something on it.
All right,
and so I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't play it anymore. But I did enjoy it, and exactly that. Yeah, just couldn't do it. But no, it does look very good. I like the idea of it jumping through those dimensions / rifts.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun. That would add another element to it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it just looks really cool, doesn't it? Like jumping from one planet to another planet, so you like jumping between maps, and
exactly,
I'm sure it's going to be certain sequences where it's really quick, where you're in one location, another location, and it looks really cool. One thing I would like Insomniac to do though is to make Resistance 4. Resistance is a fantastic franchise that they're not making, and I think it's fantastic. I remember playing it on the PS3, and now Insomniac is a part of the first party of Sony. They just need to make that game. 100%.
Yeah, I like the first one. Never played 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, Resistance is so good. Like the bullets how they curve and stuff. It's so cool. So yeah, that's my request if someone are listening. Resident Evil Village. I see you guys.
Yeah, I'm well looking forward to that.
Everybody else is interested in this game.
Yeah, I think Ash is going to be playing it. I reckon.
Brad M will play it.
For sure.
Yeah. No, really excited about that. I'm really excited about it. I do love a good Resident Evil game. When is it not got a release date?
No, it's just 2021. Probably likely late 2021 likely.
Hopefully it'll be around Halloween time. Me and Brad are a bit weird. We like to play games seasonally, and I like to play them around the right holiday. And
it's so weird. It's so weird.
I know. Guess where I got it from. But no, I am really looking forward to that. It's just that is one of the big ones I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, same. Agreed. I'm gutted it's not going to be in VR. I'm gutted and relieved because I don't think my heart can take. I might not survive the next one, but yeah, it is what it is. Looking forward to it.
Such a big franchise, isn't it? It's just been going on for so long. I believe Netflix doing like a show this year as well with it.
Yeah, apparently I've been hearing rumours of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they confirmed last year that they were doing a show that's coming out this year. I think they're doing like a animated series and also a live action one. It's Netflix, so it's such a big franchise. I never knew why. I don't know if any of you guys know why, but why is it called Biohazard in Japan? Does anybody know why?
No, I can research that though. I can research that for next week.
Yeah, I always wondered that. I just never knew why. And it's such a big franchise. And another thing, it's like, why is zombie so popular as well?
Yeah, it's
they're in everything, aren't they? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't got nothing against a zombie, but why are they in everything? Like, why does everybody like them so much? It's so odd, isn't it? It's like, I don't know.
I think because it adds so many elements to it.
The werewolves, where are the werewolves? Yeah, I like a werewolf game, definitely.
Yeah. I think it's because it adds so many elements to it. Because whereas a zombie, it's not only is it something that's going to try and kill you, it's going to try and kill you in the most horrific way, which is trying to eat you alive, and the fact that you're going to turn into it potentially if they go that route, and the fact that it could be one of your loved ones trying to eat you as well. So I think there's just so many different aspects they can use.
And there's thousands. There's thousands.
Yeah, and there's thousands.
And they're not as smart as you, so mass killing them is realistic.
Yeah. And the fact that I love when it's a proper zombie. when they're like slow and Miranda-ing and stuff like that. I don't like it when they can bolt at you because it's like, he ain't got a leg. How's he running that quick? You know, so
some of them do run quick. Are they not zombies? They're called something different.
No,
If
they're infected.
Yeah, like, that's like the rage virus or something, isn't it? I'd say, like from 3 days later and that.
Yeah. Too many zombies. We need more. What, werewolves, vampires?
Vampires.
Vampires are.
You just want to watch Twilight. What's going on here?
Twinkly.
Yeah.
Is that actually talking about Twilight? And
let's not.
No, let's not talk about
No. I wasn't actually going to talk about Twilight.
Actually, guys, I like Twilight.
No.
I'm team.
I was going to talk about Rabbit. I was going to talk about Rabbit Patterson and Batman. Is that coming out this year? Did they get delayed?
I don't know. I don't even know what's going on with that.
I think he got delayed. I think he got delayed to 2022, didn't it? So yeah.
I've heard that he doesn't like playing Batman.
I was saying, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like playing.
He's getting injured, doesn't he? He's been injured a few times. He's got COVID. Sounds like excuses, doesn't it? Excuses.
He don't like playing it. So
that's what pissed me off. This is what killed the James Bond franchise for me. If you don't like playing the character you're getting paid to play as, don't play him. Don't pay him just because you're getting paid millions and millions. It's like James Bond. He was like, I hate doing it. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this. By the way, he's like 20 million. Oh, I'll do it then, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, just don't. Get someone who actually wants to do it.
Did he say he would rather like cut his wrist than play James Bond again?
Yeah. And then they offered him all that money and he was like, I fucking do it.
He backtracks, didn't
he?
Yeah. No, I just want there to be somebody who wants to play Batman, who's good at playing Batman. That's what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was Ben Affleck? He didn't want to do it either, did he? So
did he not? I thought he was quite a good Batman, to be fair. But I
didn't think he wanted to do it.
The films are rubbish.
A bit like Henry Cavill as well. I don't think he wants to be Superman, and there's quite a few. I think it's all the working out they've got to do. They've got to work out 3 times a week and just eat chicken. Broccoli. It is not a fun existence. I know you're paying millions of pounds, but working out 3 times a day and eating chicken and broccoli every day, it is not fun to build that body constantly.
I should know. Look at this. I live this.
You kind of want to be the Hulk, don't you? You want to be the Hulk, Iron Man, or something like that, where it's all CGI and you don't actually have to do anything. It's kind of that's the superhero gig you want. You don't want to be Captain America or
like 80s hero, where you're just like a little, you're not
just a bodybuilder.
You're just a normal guy. You're smoking, you're drinking. That's what you want to be. You're 80s hero. Yeah.
See, the thing is, I think the films where the characters really love their character really shines through. So you look at Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds loves playing Deadpool, and he loves that character, and it works so well. Whereas you get people who just don't want to do it, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, no, you can tell that. Yeah, definitely. I think it's the same with Robert Downey Jr. with Iron Man. You could tell he just liked that character, and he was the part of it. So, it's cool. The next game, we've only got 2 more. Scarlet Nexus, which I guess I'm the only one excited for that. It's an anime game, first person. Okay, we'll move on.
Skip that one.
We'll skip that one. Rainbow Six Quarantine, which is anybody excited for that? Rainbow Six? I think it's one of them.
To be honest, I haven't heard much of it.
Yeah, no, I used to play Rainbow Six Vegas back in the day.
Yeah, that was really good.
Since it went all on like Siege, I've not played any of them. So I won't be playing this, I'm afraid.
Yeah, like we said earlier, it's just not my type of thing. The tactical shooters, it's just a skill set that I just don't have. The interesting thing is being made by Ubisoft Montreal, which is obviously their biggest and probably best studio, like we said earlier. It's quite interesting that they would give them the Rainbow Six game.
Yeah.
They're just
Siege still has a lot of players, doesn't it? Siege is still
really popular.
Really popular.
Yeah, they do like a World Cup thing, don't they? And you just got the update to 120 frames, I believe, on PS5 and stuff. So
that's a game as well. Like when it came out, a lot of people didn't like it. It was nearly dead, and then they turned it around. They bought a lot of like new features in it, and people love it now. So
I love free DLC and stuff.
Success story.
So I'm sure this will be the same. You kind of want, like your dream of having Splinter Cell being remade on a new one. You kind of want Ubisoft Montreal to do it. You don't want it to be shipped off to one of their African, Asian India studios or whatever.
Well, it's like they put Sam Fisher in every other fucking game, but they won't give him his own one. You know, they put him in a mobile. They put him in a mobile game. No worries.
Yeah.
You know, they say he's going to turn up. You know, he'll turn up in Siege at some point or Quarantine, whatever. Yeah, he's going to be.
He is. Yeah.
So just give him his own, or just remake the trilogy. Just do something, please.
We haven't got much longer because that actor who done the original voice is getting old now, and I want his voice back.
You need to have Michael Ironside. He needs
because I really enjoyed the one where he wasn't in it. That was a good Splinter Cell game.
No, I didn't play it. I refused.
Yeah, I know you refused to play it because it didn't have that voice actor, but it was a good game. But yeah, I did like the original voice.
Yeah.
No.
Another Xbox thing that skipped
Splinter
me.
Cell, Pandora Tomorrow. Brilliant. Double Agent, not so good. Conviction, really good. So,
Conviction, I really enjoyed that. That got a bad rap though. Do you know, it's like one of their worst ones. They got rated apparently, but I really enjoyed that. Yeah, really using glass to peek under a door and then spotting all the enemies, kick the door down, take them away like James Bond. It was amazing.
That was one of the more recent ones, wasn't it? Before they stopped making them.
Yeah, that was.
So you had that one, and then they made one more, and then
I think the last one was called Blacklist or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the last two, like them two, were the ones where Montreal didn't make it, and he got moved to like another studio. Yeah. And I think it's a similar thing with the whole WB Montreal and not being Rocksteady that made Origins. People just don't like it because it's not Rocksteady. It's
Origins
kind of like,
is good though.
It's a good game. It's a good game, but people just hate it because it's a different developer. It's like, it's not them, so it's not the game. So
set at Christmas, could only play it at Christmas.
Fair enough.
Is it a Christmas game? Would you consider that a Christmas game?
You have Christmas games and Halloween games. You don't get Easter games, funny enough. Nothing to do with bunnies.
Yeah, so. Easter, it's different types.
Or eggs.
Different Halloween every year, so it's different. That's
I could only play Jack and Daxter at Christmas, Easter, because you had to collect those eggs. So that's that.
Yeah.
That's the main topic for this week. We've gone through quite a list.
Been a long one. It's been a long one.
There's a lot of games. And we didn't even mention Zelda because it's not technically confirmed this year.
I don't think it will be this year. So.
You also didn't mention Destiny: The Witch Queen, which is fine. Fine, whatever.
It's not a new game, mate. It's an expansion. There's a lot of a lot of this list was just PS5 upgrades.
Yeah.
So many games are getting a PS5 upgrade this year, and I just didn't mention any of them, or expansions or anything like that. But it's a lot to look forward to this year for gamers. A lot.
Our listeners, viewers, want to let us know what they're most looking forward to, and what and why. So get in touch on our various social media platforms. Be good.
Yeah, what are they? You going to tell them?
I'll tell them now. Yeah, we got at PTPlayerspod is Twitter. Facebook is the Part-Time Players Podcast, and YouTube is PTPlayerspod, and Instagram is PTPlayerspod as well. So any of them would.
And if you want to see all the cock-ups in today's episode through Brad, make sure you do sign up to the YouTube.
Go on YouTube, watch video. Yeah,
you're not going to see it.
Yeah, and if you just want to be old school and email us, it's ptplayerspod@gmail.com.